position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on another team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Blue Devils will put total leather and we'll get started. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the SMU Mustangs offense will start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Looking left. It's complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harden. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This time they'll go to the running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
And the Mustangs are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move, it's Harden.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Harden. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. To the air. It's Jennings. Got the back over the middle. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Duke's offense will go to work for the first time today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Complete in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
And the Blue Devils are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's King. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
The Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Moore. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time. If you're on offense, what do you do here on 4th?
Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hold and fire complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, the ground game. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Using the quick game. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Moore. Still on his feet at the 45. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Blue Devils line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
And the Blue Devils have moved it inside the 20. And off from the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Blue Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Got his man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the
closer you get to the end zone, the more aggressive I'm going to become. I'm going to take away the quick, easy stuff, and I'm going to blitz and bring pressure and put him on the quarterback and get him on the ground like you did right there.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They'll run play action. Here's a heat. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for space, it's Harden. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. And with time running out in the first half, they'll take the knee, content with the lead they have, and head to halftime. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
The Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. He'll do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of the sport.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Caught close to the marker, it's Hudson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on him.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in, it's Hudson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's Renson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
What's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Blue Devils have this offense rolling. Turning it on. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got his man downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. They'll try to pound their way in. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Finds his man. It's Brinson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And Man, you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Hudson.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's caught. It's Harden. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Mustangs are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
The give to the tailback. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Using his legs, it's Harden. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big one.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown, we need a 2-point conversion, but you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent, plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Fires left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Looking for the score. Touchdown, SMU! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That is how you step up for a defense right there. Force the turnover. Let's not make this thing get close, right? I got a 2-possession lead. I get the ball back with, close to 3 minutes remaining. I'm sitting in a great spot. Offense, go get me some first downs.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking for room. It's Harden. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Here's the pressure. Snagged in the middle. It's Brinson. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it. 1st down and more. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He wants a big play here late. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game